Edition, here are top stories. The President of Burundi and the current chairperson of the African Union, Evariste Ndayishimiye, received an audience on Monday. The former president of Botswana, who is one of the 5 members of the facilitators panel, tasked with helping to restore peace and security in the eastern DRC. More than 100,000 Burundian refugees are currently living in Tanzania and the other host countries are included in the repatriation operations scheduled for the period from May to June 30, 2026. Now details. The President of Burundi and the current chairperson of the African Union, Evariste Ndayishimiye, received an audience on Monday. The former President of Botswana, who is one of the 5 members of the facilitators panel, tasked with helping to restore peace and security in eastern DRC. Their discussions focused on action to be taken to ensure that people of DRC quickly regain peace and security. Take a listen to the former president of Botswana.
I have come at the behest of the mediator, President Faure Gnassingbe, for the peace process in the DRC, Eastern DRC, as one of the facilitators, with a team comprising of a delegate minister from Togo, who is our mediator and the advisor to the mediator, as well as a high-level representative from the African Union. We have come to meet His Excellency the President of Burundi, who also doubles up as chair of the AU. Our mission was to come and consult firsthand on a matter of urgency on the issues that surround the escalation of tension around Uvira following the withdrawal of M23 and the possibility, as suspected by many, that there could be a retaliatory response. To find out the truthfulness of these suspicions and the responses to those if they were to occur. But more than that, to extract from those we met and to seek guidance and commitment from His Excellency the President, who is also chair of the AU, of a commitment to do whatever it takes to de-escalate so that we provide an opportunity for peace to thrive. And I'm happy to let you know that we got exactly what we came for. And to encourage that peace to prevail, His Excellency the President and Chair of the AU committed to follow through on the next steps as articulated by the mediator, which next steps will include the participation active as agreed to by each of them, the heads of state of the DRC, the head of state of Rwanda, the head of state of Uganda, along with the head of state of Burundi, as convened by the mediator in Kampala.
As I said, more than 100,000 Burundian refugees currently living in Tanzania and other host countries are expected for repatriation between June 30, 2026. This information was announced on Monday during a meeting to present the response plan for the repatriation of Burundian refugees. Jivan Ndayishimiye for more details.
The Minister of Home Affairs and the United Nations System Coordination, including the representative of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, have signed this response plan for the mass return of Burundian refugees currently in Tanzania and other countries. The plan provides for the repatriation of 104,600 refugees, including 93,000 from Tanzania, at a cost exceeding $82 million The involved United Nations agencies have committed to implementing the plan as quickly as possible, as the repatriation operation of refugees from Tanzania is scheduled to conclude on the 30th of June of this year. The UNHCR representative in Burundi, Brigitte Mukanga, stated that since the beginning of 2026, more than 30,000 Burundian refugees have already been repatriated. She specified that most of refugees currently reside in the sites of Makamba, Rumonge, Rutana, Ruyigi and Muyinga. She added that this plan validation meeting will help organize the refugees' return, including all necessary assistance to reintegrate them into their homes and ensure their safety. The Minister of Home Affairs, Leonidas Ndaruzaniye, thanked United Nations agencies for the plan and the funds they committed to providing to ensure the smooth implementation of the repatriation operation in Burundi. Note that from 2017 until February of this year, more than 300,000 Burundian refugees have already returned to the country.
The 55,000 households in the Nahangwa commune will receive drinking water from the Amazi Water Company this week. This announcement was made by the governor of Bujumbura province following a meeting with the residents of the province held this Sunday in Bujumbura. Elsioro Kamkama for more details.
This meeting of natives of the province of Bujumbura was the very first since the establishment of the new provincial boundaries. The objective of this meeting was to see together what to do so that the province takes the lead in the march towards the vision of the emerging country 2040 and developed in 2060. They also analyzed together the accomplished projects, the challenges encountered, as well as those of future. As the governor of the province of Bujumbura has said, the sanitation project is one of them, and the education sector was also reviewed. Note that during this meeting, it was decided to create an association of natives of Bujumbura province, and to end well that meeting, they exchanged best wishes of the new year 2026.
The Burundian women, the girls, are called upon to demonstrate entrepreneurial spirit and leadership in order to contribute to the development of their country. This was stated by Sandrine Nizigimana, who presided over the International Festival of Women's Leadership and Entrepreneurship held this Sunday in Bujumbura under the theme Success, Here I Come. Details with Jivan Daishimiye.
This International Leadership Festival and Women's Entrepreneurship event, organized by the Wise Woman Association in collaboration with Woman TV, aimed to showcase development projects implemented by women and young girls. Sandrine Nizigimana, president of the festival, indicated that several projects are scheduled on their agenda, including bringing together women and young girls to train them on how to implement their project through entrepreneurship. She also emphasized their desire to see more Burundian women become successful business leaders. One of the participants at the festival stated that everything is possible, but it requires a strong spirit of leadership.
What we are talking about was about leadership and entrepreneurship. We were calling women to rise up, to change their mindset, to try to get their abilities in order to improve themselves in whatever they are doing. We discovered that women are leaders wherever they are. If they are doing businesses, if they are in families, in churches, they are leaders everywhere. So what we need the skills, the right skills that can help us to be the better women. Another thing we said, as Burundians, we have that culture of just trying to be humble or to ignore things, not to move on. But we decided today that we are going to move on no matter what. And that's why we are calling young ladies, not just to think like they are useless or they don't have value. No, they are useful, they are needed, they can do more than is required. So I think Burundians, it's our time to raise up. Burundians, it's our time to break the barriers. Burundians, it's our time to break the silence and become the best version of ourselves.
It is therefore the film actress Fraxine Uwimana, known as Fanny Ravine, who won the Wise Woman Award 2026, along with a cash prize of 5 million Burundian francs granted by Bankobu Bank.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.